first one, in response to his first conclusion that says extinction is inevitable, and that we have to colonize space because we have to start our risk. However, according to this logic, because extinction is inevitable, we would just die anyway when we go to Mars. And preventing extinction is just a far-fetched ideas because of our contention, which is life. Okay. He says that in response to the first speaker, that says space colonization would cause synergistic combination of government. However, this is simply not true because he just contradicting himself when he says later that China and India have are interested in mining and helium-3, and that they have this vision of building space shuttle, space station. However, this is just a conflict itself because it shows that they would be likely to go into a war because of resources. Also, the issue of economy, as my partner says, one ticket costs $8 million, and nobody would invest in that. And in context, he says that the price of the ticket would come down, but then it was just a hypothetical assumption. And also, you don't even have the money to start the program, the space program. And as we said before, when you go to when you go to space, you'll face many problems with radiation that cause cancer and infertility. Therefore, his argument about economic competitiveness and creating jobs in space wouldn't be feasible because we just die. And so again, even though helium-3 is efficient and useful resources that resources have.
Shuhei, you have 2 minutes.
I'll use them. First of all, my opponent has said that the helium-3 will cause, we said that the rarity of helium-3 on Earth will cause a space war, and my opponent has refuted that by saying that there will be a space war on the moon either. And Russia has stated that it will not let other nations threaten their space assets. But since Russia does not own any part of space, that means that Russia will not let anybody steal nothing. And Russia, and there shouldn't be a space war because the outer space treaty prohibits the use of weapons in space or on the moon or in any part of space. So technically, a space war shouldn't happen, or else we'll face international position, and that is not really smart for the time. There are many companies that are interested in the space industry, such as SpaceX, and even government agencies such as NASA. But so there is ongoing research. So the price of tickets will go down because history shows that technology is always happens, and so at some point the price will go down that even the average person can go to space. And
20 seconds.
And McCormick has said that bacteria in space will grows faster. So if we bring E. coli into space, they will produce better antibiotics, and these better antibiotics can be used on Earth and also fight the bacteria.
Bro, or Khan, first question, go.
You stated that a space war will cause an international I wasn't sure what you meant.
Like, if one nation breaks one of those treaties, it will like face opposition.
Which is why we shouldn't mine helium, correct?
No, that's why there shouldn't be a space. They can use the moon however they want as long as they don't hurt each other. So yeah, that's treaty.
Will we die if we don't have helium-3 today?
Might, we're gonna run out of energy.
We're sort of facing an energy shortage right now. A lot.
We will, actually, I mean,
California and
because we're running out of energy, and we're gonna run, like, some things are not gonna be able to be done without helium-3.
fossil fuel is going to be out in like 10
Okay, so
years
do
or
you think
something.
getting helium-3 is of more concern than preventing people from radiation and cancer?
Yeah. Because when you're going up, you're not sending the whole human population to mine for helium-3, or rather a small number. But when you bring back helium-3, you're powering a very large group of people. Good. My question. Yeah.
So while I was looking for a question, I was wondering, how do you have any evidence that you will have technology that will protect us from the extreme environments of space?
Your logic.
Pure logic that we're going to invent something that has never existed before?
Already.
Pure logic that we will be able to move forward because we are moving at this, that we have been moving at quite a good speed of technology improvements, and that we will probably go 1 minute at the
left.
same speed. Yes. Yeah.
So you're saying we should invest millions of dollars in something that we don't know for sure, that just might happen?
We're not gonna, how do you know how much are we gonna invest on, all this technology that we're gonna use to go up to space? Do you have any evidence?
Because yes, we read evidence that it costs $8 million just to send one person.
Well, that's a ticket. I said invest on technology, and I don't know how much that is. You're telling me you cost $8 million on a ticket.
If you're
Are we gonna
talking
invest
about-
on tickets? No, we're not.
If
Okay.
you're talking about helium-3, it costs $5 million just for the vehicle. So either way, it costs an enormous amount of money, and you're saying it might work.
Well, I was telling you in the first place, we are moving forward on the technology, and price would go down. That's what I would say.
What do you suppose we do when an asteroid or a meteor that can cause a large scale damage to Earth if we don't do space colonization?
Well, if you send people to space, they just automatically die
No.
because of radiation.
Time.
No, we already space.
Time. 45 seconds left.
Killing it.
25 seconds left.
Buffalo went from like 80 plus to like A plus minus. Like in between A plus and A.
Is that any slow? 15 seconds. 10 seconds. Why is it always my fault?
I don't know, that just seems to be
That's always
so
stop saying it. It's like all my fault.
Time.
Why are you drinking that? Oh, no, you're not doing it.
2 minutes. Ready? Go.
First of all, I would like to point out the arguments that my opponents have not responded to at all throughout this entire round. First of all, infertility. They have not talked about how they're going to solve this, how the fact is that when you're in space, it is much harder to conceive. Secondly, no life support system. They also dropped this argument. How are you going to take care of the people who are now on life support systems? Because there's no way to have long-term life support systems in space. Their argument they ignore, which is very important, is radiation, which causes cancer, neurological damage, and degenerative tissue. So the fact is that when we send people to space, the radiation is very dangerous, and they have not responded to this. So today, the opponent's best argument would probably be of that of war, that because we have decreasing resources, there's probably going to be war. However, they lose this argument because there are no signs right now. Our resources are running out right now, but there are no signs that anyone's going to attack anyone else. But we know for sure if we go and mine the helium-3 that there will be a war because Russia has stated that, and also China has also mentioned that. So we know that if we mine, that will cause war. But if we stay
1 minute.
doing what we are right now, there's much less chance of a war. And our best argument today is that we do not have the technology, we cannot produce food, and that we will cause war. So if we try to go to space, we do not have the technology because their own evidence stated that we cannot survive the extreme conditions. And they also have not responded to the fact that we cannot produce food. They just said, oh, we would go back and forth. But this kills the whole point. It's not space colonization. This is Earth colonization. And if we mine helium-3, it will cause war. And they stated that it would cause, we could possibly share helium-3, but this is impossible. Whoever gets to the moon first will take all of it. There's no way that it will be shared. And that many countries, the price will go down, but they didn't say how soon this $8 million
Right.
ticket will go down.
You have 90 seconds.